Okay, we are here for the final bit of sculpting. Sorry, I had to shut my door then because Neil had put his music on again. You may not be watching this live with me tonight. You might be watching this tomorrow, but we are back to do the final bit. Now, this is still bendy, and this is what you're looking for with the final stage. But when I touch it now, it's not going to come off in my hand. It's not going to leave any prints or anything. I could pull the sculpture to bits, which is not what I want to do yet, but I am going to rotate it. So I'm just going to get on with this. This is going to be a very simple piece to do, so it won't be here long, but I am going to look at basically checking that I'm happy with the state. Not the state, that sounds really bad, doesn't it? Well, hello Paula, welcome back to you. And I can now touch that. Nothing's coming in, but it is movable still, which is what you're looking for in the final stages. So what I do now is basically we're just going to reverse it. So I 100% check I am happy with, put you down a little bit. Hello Christina with a K, welcome back. Hello Cheryl. So I up tip it and I check how my composition is looking. Make sure everything's secure. I'm going to have to put fresh tape on this because it's all fallen off. So I'm going to get some fresh masking tape. Once I know I'm happy with this bit, I then come back and sculpt that around it, and we then hold its shape for 24 hours. So I have to make sure that I can get this out, and I have to make sure I can remove the tape for tomorrow. But at the minute, I'm just going to make sure that I am very happy with it. So this is where I'm going to make some more scaffolding. I am in the middle of watching Dancing with the Stars, and I'm loving it. I'm on to the final couple of people, so I'm desperate to get back and watch it. Now, underneath this, I've made sure all my jewels have gone. I should bring it a bit lower. And it's on an iridescent film, so it's a shiny, clean surface, so it's not going to stick to it. Hello, Tiger Mum. Hello, Audrey. Welcome back again. So happy that you're all back to join me. So, I'm saying so, aren't I? Lingo bingo. I am doubly, triply checking, but I'm really happy with it. And I just want to make sure, because this point, it's really important that this doesn't lose its shape, and I want to make sure it's all stuck. So that's going to be quite high there, which I'm going to like. And then we take the other one off there, so I'm just double checking everything. Some of my beads are dripping off, which is all very good. Now, if I don't make sure this is secure, it's going to lose its shape that I want, and it's going to be, I want to say, simply irreversible. Getting a little bit singing there, aren't you? So, with great care, I'm just taking it, because this is your final chance. Now, I don't want it to be flush in the middle, because if I stick a candle in the middle of there, I want to make sure that it's going to hold. What am I trying to say? Hold where it is that I'm trying to do. Now, the reason I've just gone through with this tape there is just to make sure that that masking tape is not going to pull off, and that we've got a good fix there. I do use all this masking tape. They get used about 7 times, so they serve their world, or should I say life, well. All right, so I'm very happy that that's going to come away from the inside. I'm going to be able to pull that substrate off tomorrow. I'm going to be able to remove my tape. Nothing's stuck there. So now we're going to just remove the tape off this one. I'll put it back on my wall, and then we have to take it off this, and we're going to stand the middle part in between it all. Now the song's going to be stuck in your head. I like to do. Oh, so your great nephew Alice wants you to tell me that he really likes it. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I know you can't see much happening here at the minute, but that's okay. We are removing the excess tape, and I'm putting it on my wall behind. So, Alex, I want you to know that you have made me feel very happy, that you are telling me that you like my sculpture and you like my work. That is going to put a smile on my face for the rest of the day. Well, hello, Cosmic Carol. Anybody else you'd like me, anybody else? Have you just got Alex who's with you, Stacey? Oh, you got anybody else staying with you? With my gems, I'm just gathering them and I'll reuse them. So look, I do painstakingly take them and move them, but they get to a point where you just can't use them anymore. But they all have a place in this world. The reason I'm taking my time to take it off is when I flip this, because this is still movable, it could lose its shape, and then that can cause you a few problems. So when I say problems, it's first world problems really. What I mean is this could move very easily like that. And then if you're losing your pleats, I'm losing the design. Just makes it a bit harder to get back, and you can cause a little bit of creases and that. So I'm going to push my glass to the back. I'm going to make sure that there's nothing that's going to leave a mark on it or anything. Now, when you turn this upside down and put it in the middle, because it's still on this, it will release from the resin. It's not going to stick together. She's got all three. My dog, Nala, said hi. And your nephew, Eric, and great niece, is it Brian? Bryn? Brian? Break it down for me. That's okay, Janet. You finally had your surgery. Oh, 18 months. You can finally do your resin work. Yay! That is great news. So I am now flipping this, so you can see what I mean about it could fall over. So I'm going to have my fingers and thumbs and everything like that in place. I'm going to use that to help support it. And then now what I'm going to do is pop this in, and I'm going to try and pop it in this way. And now that's in, I can start to see, okay, well, how is this going to look when it's in there? And I think that's going to look lush. You might not be able to see it because of all this stuff. Let me put it down a little bit. I'll try and go a little bit further out. So I've decided I want it to have a little bit of, it's going to look really nice in that position. I'm really happy. So I'm looking at where my highs are and where my lows are, and that's going to have a nice composition. That's the word I'm looking for. And again, I have to make sure that where I'm putting the paper to hold it at all times, I'm going to be able to remove it when it's time to pull that away. So it's going to look like a hot mess for you at the minute, but this is what, oh, it's called Brino. Oh, I hope I've said that right. Sounds like enjoy. Brino. Oh, I can't say it. I'll try my hardest. Now there's a tiny little curve in there. So this is where sometimes if you remove it too early and you don't have your scaffolding in, it can fall and you can be mightily disappointed with how it is. And you have to be able to see through, or see through, is that what I'm trying to say? I wish I had a camera that I could show down here. I'm looking at the folds on the inside and trying to make sure my folds on the outside are going to complement each other. So I'm just picking that up. There's a little gem underneath it. No, I've got a gem in my bum now. Nobody wants that. Get that out. It'll be interesting to see how this piece will cure. As I said, it's the first time I've used this resin, but so far it's responding very similar to Mastercast that we know has been successful. Be interesting to see if it's going to dry as hard as the other one what I used in the last couple of sculptures. Sorry, I was just looking at what I was doing there. Now I was using my glass bars then as a little bit of support to stop it flopping. And quite like that because that's going to have a bit of height there. I think this is going to look lush, you know. I was a little bit worried about my Eton Mess. But I was saying to Paula, never give up on it because your colours might not look great when they're down, but it's amazing what a difference it can make when they're swirled and then added with the bling, and then you start to see them up. So just picking it up. We're not almost around there. Just making sure I'm getting enough height at the side. This looks complicated and I'm intrigued. It is because you're at the final stages and it's very hard. And the thing is, you can't see down like I am at the minute. But when you understand what you're doing, it is an interesting project to work on, a fun project to work on. I think it's very rewarding. And it's about just having fun. Now, I'm able to look down into my sculpture and see, but I'm trying not to ruin that inside one there. I'm trying to see through my scaffolding. I'm nearly there. And I'm making sure that what I'm doing here is not pushing the inside one and causing that to lose its shape. So it's kind of like, is it rubbing your tummy? Patting your head, rubbing your tummy? But it will all be revealed tomorrow. So I might bring you in for a close-up so you can see where I am. I'm just going to put something around here to make sure this tape doesn't fall off. So I just go around it one more time just to tighten up those areas. And then I usually stand it somewhere towards the side just in case anything does fall off. And what I mean by that, if one of these unsticks and it falls down, to make sure it doesn't lose its shape. So I think I'll be able to bring you in now. But I am going to put it in the corner to help it, because I am really worried that this substrate here is not sticking. So avert your eyes if you get a little bit motion sickness while I just pull you and take you in. Oh. All right, so we're going in. So inside there, yes, I'll be revealing it tomorrow in the live. But if you can look inside there, I can see where get my finger in there. There we go. I can see where that one is. And then I'm checking that this one here is going to complement it. So that's where the taller part is on the inside. So I've got the smaller part on the outside. And then when I go around here as well, you can see, I just want to make sure it doesn't, like there, that one, it's too tight. So I'm going to have to loosen it. Otherwise, I've got two stuck together and that loses the purpose. You sneak in the black door very... So that is touching. So I now need to release some pressure from this one. So there's going to be enough gap between it, if that makes sense. So you can see down there, there's a gap there. So I'm now going to release some of the pressure from the outside. So there's going to be more of a gap between it. So that's my view. And that's what I'm looking at. So I'm just going to loosen them because I want to make sure there's a little bit of a gap. And then I'll show you what I mean. It's probably because I pulled that tape. I'm releasing the pressure just a little bit. And then I'm off to watch Strictly, the final dancers. See if I can get my Neil back to join me. He might not now. Okay, so releasing a bit of pressure there. It might come back on itself anyway. Oh, just always making sure my gems as they're falling off are not going to get stuck. So I like that space there. There's enough space there. They will shed their gems for a little bit, so don't stress about that. All right, I feel that that's going to be a nice design. I don't think there's any obvious massive flaws there. Etonmess. Heat your art out. Just want to make sure that's not going to, maybe that does need to be a little bit, no, I've just loosened that. This is where you second guess yourself a little bit, Sharon. All right, so I think I'm happy with that. I am glad you've joined me, Patricia. I've not seen you sneak in the back door. you are welcome through the front door at any time. And tomorrow you will see me take all the scaffolding off, and we're going to see if this has added any value and if it's going to leave a print on the inside. If it has left a print on the inside, I'm then going to work out how do I get that print on the outside for future projects. And then we've got the inside layer, and from the top it's just like scaffolding. But we are done for these three lives, and it's time to crack on. So I am going to just pop this in the middle here just for support, not to push it, just make sure nothing falls down. And I'm going to, oh, I did lose my little bit of I wonder where that fell out. I'm not going to push it on it because I don't want to devalue, what am I trying to say? I don't want to push it up or anything, but I'm just going to do this just to make sure if it does fall, it's not going to go so far. And the same way here, it's not going to touch them. It's just a little bit of a barrier. If they do fall down, they're not going to fall down too much, but I'll check it before I go to bed. They're like my little children. And job's a good one. So hello Des, we are done for today. Thank you for joining. There will be a demold tomorrow in my live. Thank you all so much for watching. Everybody that's here, whether it's a minute or the whole time, much appreciated. Thank you so much, Paula, for your help, and thank you for everybody else who's been in here. And there are some other, I know Des, I'm so sorry. But there are 3 videos, this one and 2 others that you can watch the backlog of, and then tomorrow I'll reveal this. But I've been watching Strictly Come Dancing. I've had to pause it so that I can come and finish this, and then I'm going to go down and enjoy it and spend some more time with my Neil. But if you haven't already, thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, maybe consider subscribing if you feel that this is a channel you will enjoy. And we'll see you tomorrow for the reveal. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.